Hey guys, welcome back to the Human Performance Project. We're going to look at part 2 of 3 of our Treat Your Own Wrist Pain series today. So maybe you're in a gym and you have pain with pull-ups where your palms facing you supinated, or things where your palms facing away from you pronated, right? Or maybe you're doing something at home and you're twisting your forearm and it hurts, or you notice that you can't grab change from somebody, or you're missing range on one side compared to the other. We're going to take a look at how you can increase that, and we're going to piggyback on our last episode where we worked on the joint mechanics for flexion and extension, and we're going to work on the actual soft tissues and stretching our extensor compartment and our flexor compartment, okay? So you're going to need a dowel, anything that you can hold on to, right? Could be a PVC pipe, could be a wooden dowel, could be one of these old school dumbbell handles where you slide the weights on and then twist the end on. It doesn't really matter. What does matter is where your thumb position is when you hold on to it. So if we're going to stretch for supination, we want our elbow in tight and we want our thumb in a position where when we're stretching, our thumb is underneath our dowel, right? So you're going to let it drop down as far as you can go. Other hand reaches around and just adds a little bit of overpressure, right? So we want to stick around, again, in that moderate but tolerable level of discomfort. We always want to accumulate about 2 minutes worth of stretching or mobilizing, because that's when we start to see the tissues deform, but it doesn't have to be all at once. So 20, 30 seconds, come out of that. If you have a little bit of discomfort, just move the wrist around, move your fingers, get in all these different ranges, do circles, whatever you want, right? And that'll desensitize it a little bit. And then when it feels better, it's less uncomfortable, just go right back into that. Keeping the elbow bent, adding a little bit of overpressure, right? So now when we look at pronation here, it's going to be the same thing, but we are going to switch our thumb from being over here to keep it underneath the dowel. So now we're going to hold it with our thumb on the opposite side of our fingers, elbows in tight. We're going to let this drop down here, and then we're just going to use this hand and we're going to add a little bit of overpressure. You can hold that same thing 20, 30 seconds and get to about 2 minutes there, okay? So after that, guys, now we're going to look at our extensor and flexor compartment and how we're going to stretch those. So if we want to stretch our extensor compartment, we need to flex our wrist. If we want to stretch our flexors, we need to extend our wrist. So we're going to start with our extensor compartment. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the back of our hand down. You're probably going to want some padding for this. On the ab mat with the fingers facing you. My other hand is just going to hold this hand there. My elbow is going to stay bent. So I'm going to walk around towards my thumb as much as I can, right? Holding that down. And then once I'm out of range there, I'm just going to slowly extend. I'm going to adjust so you can see me here, right? As far as I can, and then just slowly extend my wrist until you get a stretch. You don't have to get your wrist completely, your elbow completely straight. Just extend your elbow until you get a stretch through those muscles there, right? So again, we want to try to accumulate about 2 minutes there, but you can do 20, 30 second intervals, 15 if you have to. Doesn't matter, just get to 2 minutes. Then we're going to look at the flexor side of our wrist here, our forearm. And again, we're going to turn towards us here, and you're going to walk towards your thumb and then extend. You can keep it facing this way if you want to, and then walk around to your thumb and extend here so you can see a little bit better. Walk towards that thumb as far as you can, and then slowly extend that elbow until you get a stretch on the other side. Same thing, 30 seconds, 20 seconds, just accumulate 2 minutes, all right? So guys, like this video, tag a friend, share it with somebody who needs it, and we'll see you next time on the Human Performance.